My name is Fernando Gutiérrez, and insomnia has been a constant companion throughout my life. What I once saw as a simple affliction or even a curse now reveals itself as a blessing disguised as torment. I never thought I would long for the perpetual sleeplessness that haunted me for years. Now, sleep has become my fiercest enemy, something I avoid at all costs, as if my sanity depended on it. For in dreams, I uncovered a truth that, in hindsight, I wish I had never known. I understand that what I'm about to share may sound like madness, like the ramblings of a disturbed mind, and I don't expect to be believed. Nevertheless, what I experienced was real, and through this testimony, I feel compelled to leave a record of my story. After countless medical appointments, treatments, and thorough examinations meant to uncover the root of my condition, my doctors found a solution: a series of experimental pills. Their composition, based on cannabidiol and psilocybin, promised deep restorative sleep. At first, I doubted their effectiveness, but desperation quickly overpowered my skepticism. The fact that these were experimental drugs, full of uncertainties and risks, seemed trivial in the face of my overwhelming need for relief, a moment of peace in the torment of endless nights. And it was. With each dose, a profound and healing sleep began to envelop me. A kind of rest I hadn't known in years. My nights, once plagued by anxiety and unrest, turned into a dark abyss of unconsciousness, a true escape from reality. I slept like never before, with a tranquility that felt almost unreal. But with that deep and long-awaited sleep came something else, a silent, persistent presence that settled on the threshold of my mind, something I can never undo, despite the apparent blessing of rest. A presence that burrowed into the core of my being, forever altering the essence of my existence. During those first nights, I was transported to strange, dreamlike landscapes where time seemed to dissolve. These places felt like fragments of some distant reality, desolate, shattered worlds beneath skies painted in colors beyond comprehension. And yet, I was not alone. I witnessed ancient cults and rituals performed in temples built to honor unspeakable deities, statues of gods beyond imagining. They were nameless, grotesque beings that predated humanity by eons. Unlike the benevolent figures that religions urge us to worship, these were abominations. Forms so twisted, they shattered the human illusion of being unique in the cosmos. They embodied pure void and chaos, yet they were venerated by forgotten civilizations that came long before us. And I began to sense that these dreams were more than mere fantasies. They felt tangibly real, just as vivid as waking life. In them, I could hear strange melodies and chants, which over time I realized were prayers. Prayers from lost sects and extinct civilizations, voices aware that our existence is nothing more than a fleeting accident in the vast ocean of time. Embracing madness, they worshipped chaos and the void. Desperate for answers, I delved into the study of ancient religions and arcane cults. Though buried by time, some of their secret knowledge had survived. In the darkest corners of civilization, there are still those who clandestinely worship these gods. One of these entities took hold of me, projecting itself into my mind, invading my thoughts, and revealing the meanings behind the chants I had heard. It filled my consciousness with terrifying visions of countless alien worlds, worlds inhabited by beings with forms that defy earthly logic. These creatures worshipped with reverent devotion, yearning for the imminent return. I witnessed endless visions of future events across multiple realities in divergent timelines, all converging toward a single end. The Omega Point, the culmination of all hopes and prophecies. The moment the veil between worlds would tear, and the ancient promise would manifest in flesh. All visions led inexorably to a monumental ending, the arrival.
Sala totem ke je, sigurd nagvatek, fin glui me kunaf matnei. Minarov kunei, bundesjad, ja hog volget bavsjad. Minarov kunei, bundesjanat. Ja, ni lotta darnak, memeratore kernak, sigurafnak fluor. Go from the pateli, cheated for ya. Nektok, Jannek tafel latom frinui, jag tom dan dag! Yes, gra, yes, ruahop, vilket bandra trinka twingana. Idem no siara ni vaf, ja! Trolla hold bort my cigar. Enough tog your hand from lakrin yok tomokla. Yes, grass, Ciao, buget pas lamborian katrin hona. Ja, så tar det jävla gaffatan!
It came as a hissing sound, a guttural whisper of impossible phrases, words no human throat could utter. It felt as though the universe itself contracted with each syllable echoing in my mind. Each dream was a revelation that consumed me. I came to understand that existence, our faiths and beliefs, are nothing more than a fragile human construct, a fantasy designed to shield us from primordial chaos. These beings knew this truth. But in their madness, they embraced the void, exalting their own insignificance before the grandeur of ancient gods. The feeling of existential emptiness became unbearable. I could no longer look at the sky without feeling like we are nothing but fragile sacks of flesh trapped in a bubble of ignorance. We cling to our gods, our sacred doctrines, convinced that we matter, that we were created with purpose. But the gods we pray to are merely products of our imagination, tiny idols before the unfathomable greatness of the true ancient ones. Ancient sects knew the truth. Civilizations like the early Gnostics, forgotten Mesopotamian cults, and pre-human peoples featured in the myths of various cultures. To them, the universe appeared as a vast, indifferent ocean where chaos and order coexisted. The primordial gods like Sharath, Nilokta, and Ziggurath transcended our arrogant, limited notions of morality. They were neither good nor evil. Our existence is a thin layer barely covering an incomprehensible abyss. The deities revealed in my visions transcend even time itself, indifferent to our hopes, fears, desires, or dreams. Each day, I wrestle with this truth and ask myself, how much longer can I bear the weight of knowing what mankind was never meant to learn? Those visions and dreams are etched in my mind, each one an invitation to surrender, to accept my insignificance. But who could bear such a revelation without going mad?
Subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss the stories.